Morning everybody, Simply Trends Trading here and here with our market overview for today, Monday the 22nd of August 2016. As usual, starting off with the Euro US dollar. We can see that the US dollar lost some ground based on uncertainty after the FOMC minutes were released. A couple of conflicting comments on those minutes. But purely from a technical perspective, technical analysis perspective, we can see that from around the 9th of August, the Euro USD has been in a bullish pattern up to more or less the 19th of August. And we now have a couple of lower highs and we have a lower low over here. So a bit of a funneling pattern there. We'd ideally wait for the market to break out either way before we make any trading decisions. Now just to show you guys, let me just grab that horizontal line there. This would be an important support level for the market over here at 1.12409. Should the market dip below this level, we could consider entering the market at least until the next support level. This was obviously a previous resistance level that might become a support level, and we have the same over here. So unfortunately, as I say right now, we don't seem to have a trading opportunity on the Euro US dollar. Moving on to the US dollar Japanese yen, we can see that the market is currently kind of caught up between these levels over here. It has broken through the 100.617 level and should be heading towards 101.174. Should it break through there, I'm quite comfortable that the market would go at least to the outer trend line over here, which is also in the area of this resistance level, which was a support level over here. And I would be considering placing an entry order just above the 101.174 level and trading it up to 102.16 more or less. So that's the US dollar Japanese yen. And I'm saying this on the back of this inner trend line having been broken and having been tested, and the market is now seemingly heading north. Gold, looking at the 4-hour chart, we can see that gold is also caught up between these two levels over here, and I would ideally like to see a breakout out of this level. This seems to be a rather strong and important support level for gold at around 1329.23 thereabouts. So should the market break through here, then we can expect the market to dip to at least the 1315.2 level, but let's wait it out and see what the market does at 1329.23. The US dollar Canadian, very interesting on the 4-hour chart. Let me just zoom out here and double check this outer trend line over here, this long-term trend line. The market has clearly broken through this trend line, went back, tested the trend line, formed a new low, and then headed back up to the trend line and has now formed a higher high. What we would need to wait for here before we make a trading decision is for the market to indicate to us what it wants to do at this level over here at, as I have it here, at 1.28838. Should the market break through there and also through 1.28557, we could expect the market to extend downwards up to the 1.27570 level more or less. I would ideally wait for the market to complete the formation of a high here on the 4-hour chart, which it hasn't yet done. This is not a high yet. We need at least another 2 candles to form below this point over here, and then see what the market does also at this level and this level and then consider an entry. Canadian Japanese yen, we can see that it has been in a channel, a sideways movement since the 2nd of August. There's not much to look at on this instrument, so I'm going to move on rather to the Australian dollar US dollar. Also looking at the 4-hour chart, the outer long-term trend line was broken and new lower lows have been forming. The market has also pierced through the 0.759 level, and I would think that the market would continue its bearish pattern heading towards 0.75672 and eventually possibly also onto 0.74864. I would not want to trade this instrument until such time as it has actually broken through this level over here. So if you want to place pending orders, that might be one for you to look at, where you could then place your stop loss just above this level over here and look to take profit around this level over here. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Also quite interesting. The market is now seemingly going to test the inner trend line over here, and it's also seems to be finding some resistance at this previous resistance level. So we'll have to wait and see if the market actually breaks through it and then maybe breaks through the inner term trend line, or if the market forms a new high over there, which would then obviously be a lower high than the previous high. We already have a lower low than the previous low. So should that happen, we might consider a short trade, and eventually you should be able to take profit around 0.71830. That is only obviously applicable should the market indeed bounce either off this level or off the trend line. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, same kind of pattern. We also have a break through the outer trend line. We also have a very strong level over here around 1.04722. Should the market break through this level, obviously your previous support level is over here, and should the market break through that, the next support level can be found over here. Again, if you want to place pending orders to go short in the market, you should place the pending order below this level over here. We need to wait for the market to take this level out first. And as we can see here on the 4-hour chart, it has really struggled to do so up to now. So wait it out, guys. Don't trade it now. Pound, Japanese yen. The pound found some relief on the back of positive financial data that was released last week, and on the flip side, there's still concern because the British Prime Minister announced that Article 50 will be invoked in April 2017. So the pound is still not my favorite currency to trade. We can see that it is currently again finding resistance at this level over here, which was a support level over there. Should it then successfully break through, we could look at a trade up to the next resistance level, which is over there. Although, as I say, the pound is not my favorite currency at the moment. There seems to be some positive occurrences in the UK, but I don't think it's enough to place long-term trades on at the moment. Euro Japanese yen, also just like the Canadian dollar Japanese yen, very much in a sideways move. Not any trading to be done over there right now. I would want for the market to decisively break out of this channel that it finds itself in at the moment. The US dollar, South African rand, has been a busy currency the last week. As we can see, the inner trend line has been broken. It has been tested, and the market is extended above this previous support level over here, and seems to resistance level over here, and seems to be finding resistance at the 13.64 level, more or less. I would imagine that the market would eventually extend above this level to at least this outer term trend line over here, and it would then be very interesting to see what happens at this outer trend line over here, if the market then bounces back from it or extends and breaks it. The euro, British pound, again we can see some positive action after the announcements last week, positive figures coming out on the PMI and inflation, amongst others. So again, we do have a trend line break, a long-term trend line break over there. However, we do have a previous support level over here. It would be worth your while to wait it out and see. As we can see, the market is currently trading at that or around that previous support level over there, which was a previous resistance level over there, not leaving it a lot of room to move from a technical analysis perspective. So it just strengthens my view, personal view, that the pound is not really my favorite currency at the moment, regardless of which pair it finds itself in. Guys, as always, I hope you found this video helpful. Please feel free, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave your comments, and feel free to share with friends and family as much as you'd like. And as always, guys, until we speak again, trade safe.